Hi, I'm the Rifter, and this is my nightmare. If you can't tell, I'm exhausted. It has been a very long day. I'm just ready to kind of go home and forget about it. But I still would like to touch on a few things. Like, again, getting rid of things you need to survive and not having a replacement for it. People, I don't understand. Stop doing this. Even if it's not something you need to survive, if it's something you like, you know? Why would you do that? I mean, gotta be like the biggest idiot in the world to do that. I mean, I've seen some big idiots before. I've even done some idiotic things, but I've never gotten rid of something that I needed to survive or that I really liked without a replacement. I've just never done that. Actually, I take that back. I may have done that once or twice when I was a teenager, but guess what? I learned, and then I don't do it anymore. Also, if you don't know what supply and demand is, supply is obviously the amount of something. Like, you can use supply and demand in so many different things. If there's a lot of the supply and the demand is low, your price is probably going to be kind of low because nobody really wants it. But if your demand is high and your supply is low, then prices are probably going to go up and things are going to be hard to get. So, let me just tell you what happened. Well, first of all, I'm asking someone if they need help. Like I do. Sure they do. And they need help putting something in their cart because it's rather heavy. And they put 4 of them in their cart and ask if I have any more. Well, no, I don't. We've run out. Okay, well, I'll just take these 4, or I'll just take these 5 and go on. Then when you guys get more back in, I'll come back and buy some more. Cool, sounds great. By the way, can you see if another store in the area has this? Sure. Well, the closest store that has this is about 100 miles away. Well, it's not that big a deal. This will get me started. Thank you. You're welcome. So then, Dickbag Daryl, that quite possibly may have been his real name, I'm not sure, but Daryl decides to come in and be Dickbag. So, Daryl would like the same product. We don't have it. Can you check? I just checked for this gentleman. Well, he beat me by 10 minutes. Well, yes, he did. And those are his now. Well, can you check to see if another store has it? The nearest store is about 100 miles away that has it. Can you check? I just checked for this gentleman. So I guess I'm just out of luck then. Yeah, unless you want to drive 100 miles, yes. Man, I fucking hate this store. And just walks out. There is no reason to act like that. Again, supply and demand. If you do not understand how supply and demand works, probably need to go back to grade school or just gain some basic common sense. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. I'm sick and tired of everybody being so stressed out that they can't take the smallest bit of bad news. Like, my wife and I were cool when we had to drive all the way back to get to the store to get another couch because they gave us the wrong one. Mistakes happen. I mean, if they would have been out of the couch, we would have kept that one for a little bit. We still would have exchanged it when they got it in. I mean, we would have asked them to call us, but I don't get it. Why? I know that we're all a bunch of entitled people in the United States, which we really are, and it's kind of sickening. I don't know. I'm like beside myself. I guess I just don't understand. But there is another reason for this video today. Actually, there's two more reasons. The second reason, because I just gave you a reason, professional courtesy. So if you work at a store and you decide to call another store 50 to 100 miles away and are hung up on three-ish times, 4 times, then when you finally get somebody, they are completely unprofessional and not helpful at all, you suck. I mean, there is no other way to put it. Professional courtesy. If you have coworkers that need help and you can help them but don't, you're just a jerk. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. But just show some professional courtesy. Like, I don't know. This was just a bad day. But I'm off work. Everything should be good now, even though it's kind of, sort of not. I don't know why. Stuff lingers with me, and I've never been able to figure out why it lingers. But the real thing I want to talk about is Memorial Day. And if you don't understand Memorial Day, it's not about the cookouts. It's not about family. I mean, it could be about family. It just depends on your situation and your family tree, I guess. But it's more about for people that have sacrificed some for everyone. It's just like the song says. I'm pretty sure it's Billy Ray Cyrus, but all gave some gave all. Well, this is to honor those who gave everything. And by everything, I mean their lives. They gave their lives for our freedom. And I know some of you are like, oh, the Rifter. They didn't give it for my freedom. Yes, they did. In a transitive property, they did. And you know what? Maybe they didn't do it for you, but they still did it for you. So, if people like being thanked for said actions, go ahead and thank them. Hug a veteran today. I'll put it that way. Within reason. I mean, don't go inappropriately touching people that don't want to be touched. This thank you goes out to the ones that are no longer with us. The ones that didn't make final roll call. The ones that never got to hear taps for the last time. The ones that didn't go home to their families. For the children that don't have fathers and mothers anymore because of what they did. This goes out to those that missed the birth of their child or missed their child's first Christmas because they were over in a sandbox or over in a jungle. This is for the people who never knew what hit them. They just walk along in their squad and they're gone. This is for the leaders and soldiers that perished because they thought of their people first and were always willing to help, which ties back into professional courtesy. But they were always willing to help when they could, always had answers for their people, and if they didn't, they found out, but that are no longer with us. I would like to say thank you to all the people that can't hear it and say you're welcome. So just remember, you may be eating burgers and hot dogs and steak or whatever your plans are for this Memorial Day. But just remember why. Why do we have this day? And I know it's really become a commercial thing, and there's sales and you go shopping, and it's not really a day of mourning anymore. For some it is, but for the majority of us, just keep in the thoughts the people that have experienced extreme loss. I guess that's where I'll leave it. Anyway, I think I lost a subscriber, which is fine. I don't blame you. It's not that interesting here. But for those of you that stick around and have stuck around, thank you. I'm the Rifter. Welcome to my Rift Army, if you're new here. Check out the subreddit, check out the merch. Links are in the description down below. I will see you all next time. Thank you for watching. Bye. Say yes.